I think young people aren't voting because they're just too busy playing games on Facebook like Mafia War, listening to good radio stations like Sonic Radio, and working and going to school. When you're doing all that, you really don't have time to check out the candidates and go and vote.
You know what? I think a lot of people think that they're not affected by the decisions that are made, or they think that their decision or their vote won't count. They see how other young people aren't involved, so they say if one young person is involved, but there's 10 people who have voted for many years voting, how is mine going to affect anything?
And I can tell you, as I go around and talk to people, they are engaged. I mean, you talk about the issues, and they do know about the election. They know some of the issues, and probably at that time, they want to go and vote. On that day, they just may not get there because of a million other things that are happening in their lives.
Last civic election, I found it very difficult to choose anybody to vote for because I felt they're not going to listen to me anyways. It doesn't impact my life, and unless if you really look into politics, that seems to be the mentality out there.
It's hard sometimes. I mean, people have full lives, they're involved in school, they've got exams coming up, or they've got jobs, and sometimes they don't see municipal government as the ones that touching their lives as much, even though everything in their lives, whether it's a park or snow removal, or whether it's the police, or the fire, or any number of things, transit, we're the ones that touch their lives.
Politicians aren't celebrities, and we're competing with what's the latest and greatest, on Much Music or MTV. And
last civic election, we had 27% vote. If that was a school mark, you would have failed, and we'd all be going back and taking the course again.
100,000 plus students who are voting age, their priorities in life are a lot different than civic politics. So we have to encourage them to take 15 minutes out of their very busy lives and to make an informed decision and get out to the polling station.
I think that unless if you live under a stone, I don't think that you don't know that the election's going on right now.
We need to reach out to try to get young people involved in elections, because this is their city, this is their future, and this is what we're talking about.
One day they're going to be the older generation, and unless they participate now, they're not going to carry forward the habit of being involved in voting in future elections.
If you vote now for really good candidates, maybe it won't be such a mess when you people want to run for government or have people in government.
So I think that those of us who are maybe a little bit older, that could encourage them, can say, please go out and vote. You respect the people that fought for the right to vote when you go and vote yourself.
Vote, or there's a chance that it can be taken away from us, and it is a democratic right. It's our only democratic right in this country.
It's a great responsibility. It lets you participate in government, and after your election, you have a chance to whine because you voted.
Set an example. If you're a young person and you feel that you should be voting, tell everyone. Say, hey, listen, I'm voting. I'm going. Things are important to me. There's a lot of important issues. One thing that young people do very well is they're very well connected with each other.
I think that we're going to see a resurgence of that democratic feeling in the community. I'm really positive about that. And I'm hopeful that we see a real turnaround in the voting.
To the young voters out there, make no mistake about it, you guys are a force to be reckoned with.
Democracy is about voting. Democracy is about expressing your opinion at the ballot box. And that's our God-given right, our democratic right, our constitutional right. And I think all of us need to make sure that that's something we exercise. And if people don't do that, we need to know why and see how we can reach out to them to find out why they're not exercising, what we need to change, or to encourage them to become part of the process of making decisions in our city.